Abilene Christian has scored on its last 3 possessions. Now 28-6, Wildcats edge. Chuck, probably a critical drive here for UIW. They're in danger of kind of getting run off their own field.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question. I mean, you want to be able to send these guys back a message because Abilene Christian right now is on a roll. And, you know, kudos to them. They talked about it all week where they wanted to make sure that they were able to match the physicality of UIW. I mean, the ACU coaches marveled looking at the game tape, despite the record, how UIW fought, especially up front on both lines, and they were really impressed with that. And that was a point of emphasis all week for Abilene Christian, is to come out here and just match their toughness. And so far, you'd have to say they've been doing that because they are pretty much having their way here in the second quarter.
You know, the Wildcats were worried about with UIW. Remember, the Cardinals had a bye week last week. They were worried about schematically what they would draw up, about the extra week of rest, and maybe we haven't seen the full array yet. But UIW certainly might have some trickery left in the playbook after being off the past week. And the near side caught by Mitchell. And then he is stood up, and a host of white jerseys wrap him up and throw him down, led by Gavin Burford.
Really good job by Mitchell out there on the flat, threw a couple jukes and was able to turn that up at least a little bit. Like it wasn't going to get very far, and indeed it did not, but he did well just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, Brophy has thrown the ball a lot tonight, 10 for 14, but just 74 yards passing. And the Wildcats have taken away pretty much anything downfield and have forced him to those secondary options.
Here they come.
Quick pass by Brophy and a good read. Just couldn't haul it in by Cam Johnson.
And you got to make that play for your guy too. I mean, he's got guys that are pretty much a jailbreak on the ACU side. Pretty good throw. You got to be able to make that play, help your guy out right there.
1 for 6 on third downs for UIW. And they were just 11 for 50 coming into this game. Now here's a big one, 3rd and long. They need the 36-yard line. Brophy over the middle, caught by Andre, but wrapped up immediately. And taken down by Brandon Richmond.
Abilene Christian doing a really nice job disguising their defense right there. And a lot of guys in the box to start the formation, and then 3 guys drop back. Nobody could get open, so the throw's got to come underneath, and not even close to picking up the first down. Outstanding tackle right there by Brandon Richmond.
That's something their defensive coordinator, Tremaine Johnson, you mentioned it earlier, stressed. They want to have a renewed emphasis on tackling. Pressure coming, and it's a block. Second block kick we've seen today. Zima took the big hit, but it was clean. Eric Hume
there is no foul for running into
with the block.
kicker.
Abilene Christian's second block kick this season.
And Eric Hume's already had a nice night on special teams too. And I remember this young man from Steele High School right here in San Antonio, the pride of Steele High School.
Yeah, great to see Hume playing. He never saw the field at Texas. Was at UT for 4 years and missed all his playing time with a series of injuries, including the ACL injury suffered in high school. But look at him sprinting over the pile and getting the hand on that one.
Oh, that's lovely. Just a great job splitting the double team there. Look at this.
That's elevation.
That's just, you know, and the guy looks the part too, man. 6'3", 200 pounds, super athletic.
Well, another drive and another opportunity. Abilene Christian takes over in great field position. Seeley running for his life, escapes and gets it out to Grant. Grant takes it down inside the 10-yard line.
You cannot say enough about the job of Dallas Seeley there. You know, we were talking to their coaches this week, and they said, you know, he's not super athletic, but he's athletic enough. And that's just a great play right there. I mean, feeling the pressure and just doing enough with your feet in order to extend the play and then get the ball downfield.
14-yard reception by Grant. Dallas Seeley now nearing 200 yards passing. Hand off to James through the middle and stopped just short of the first down marker. Might have driven the pile close to it. But Abilene Christian has scored in their last 3 drives. And Chuck, they had terrific field position after the fumble. Now terrific field position again. Really, it's a tough task to ask out of the Cardinals defense.
Well, you see where all 3 phases come into these football games. I mean, because if your defense is forcing 3 and outs, then you're blocking punts, or you get a nice kick return, you're setting your offense up in pretty good shape with these drives. And so far, they've capitalized on darn near every one of them.
James has space, and James into the end zone. It's the 4th rushing touchdown of the game for Abilene Christian. James from 6 yards out. And now 34-6.
And just a great kick-out block by Trice Prince, who came over from his linebacking spot to come out there in the backfield and just be a big body out there. Look at these guys, just destroying fellas at the point of impact, clearing a path, and another rushing touchdown for Abilene Christian.
Remember, this was a 7-6 ball game after UIW marched down the field, missed the extra point that would have tied it. But since then, and since the second quarter, all Abilene Christian. Wildcats have scored on all 3 of their drives here in the second quarter. With the second quarter winding down, it's Abilene Christian 35, UIW 6, here on the Citywide Sports Network.